Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I will be telling you about how a person I met in my one-to-one session this week actually got her HCPC registration within 2 months. So you heard that right. Now, if any of y'all have been following the HCPC, you would know that HCPC recommends that they would take around 180 days for their processing in order for you to get your HCPC registration. But this girl here got her HCPC registration within 60 days. And you would think, oh, maybe she's just lucky. But trust me, I know that she put in a lot of hard work and effort, and she was somebody who applied from Pakistan. So obviously, she had to do all of the documentation by herself and did not take the help of any agency. So in today's video, I will be sharing her entire timeline and what she exactly did, and I will be sharing some tips that I think are going to help you if you are in the process of applying for your HCPC. So if you are interested in any of that, do not forget to watch this video to the end. But also, as many of y'all are aware, I have started my own Instagram page, which I'm going to leave the link for right now, because it has been really helpful for me to share small snippets of information which I was unable to share on YouTube. So if you have not followed me already, please do not forget to follow me on Instagram, and my handle is Physiotherapy in UK. See you there. But diving right into today's content, let's just see what was this girl's timeline. So I'm literally going to read this out because she has actually listed down all of these things for me. So she said that she applied on the 29th of July 2022, and she was sent the payment link on the same day, that is her scrutiny fee link. And this obviously she paid it off on the same day, and then her college or her university received the verification emails on the 3rd of August. So as you can see, that's a very small time frame between the 29th of July to the 3rd of August. Now following that, both her verification emails were sent and they were completed. And then she had no response from the HCPC. So you can understand that obviously HCPC does not tend to update you on its process. So she had not received any sort of confirmation from the HCPC from there on. But she did check in with the university and all of the references to see if they had sent their emails over to the HCPC, and they confirmed this. Now, following this, she contacted the HCPC sometime in August just to get an update, and they said that they were in the process of sort of verifying her documents. And they also told her that her verification checks were done, that is, her university and everybody had responded, and they will get back to her soon. Now, following this, on the 29th of September 2022, that's exactly 2 months after she had applied for her HCPC in 29th of July, she received her email stating that she was accepted on the HCPC register, and they requested her to make the payment so that she would be registered with the HCPC for the 2-year period. She obviously did the payment on the same day, and her name came on the register on the same day. But I think what really stands out to me from this entire story is that this girl put in so much of hard work and effort, and I think all of us, especially as international applicants, need to sort of prove ourselves and make sure that we get on the HCPC register even before we apply in order to become a physiotherapist, occupational therapist, biomedical scientist, or any other profession that falls under the HCPC. Now, if you are confused about whether your profession falls under the HCPC or no, I'm just going to leave the list and the link for this official information from the HCPC website in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. But just listening to this girl's story, I think it was very inspirational, and I just wanted to share some tips that I think are going to help each and every one of you if you are in the process of collecting your HCPC documents or even in the process of actively applying for it right now. So the first thing I would always recommend is please go through the list of documents and submit each and every one of them. Now, obviously, if you are confused about what is this list of documents and what needs to be attested, please do not forget to check out this reel of mine on Instagram where I've explained everything in detail. And now again, some of y'all have this really important question saying, do the documents still need to be attested? And the answer for this is yes. All of your documents need to be copies, and these need to be printed and attested by the judge or by a person that is recommended by the HCPC. And if you don't know what that person is or who this person is, please do not forget to check out this video where I've explained all of that in really clear instructions. But once all of these documents are attested, and some of the documents don't need to be attested, which is your course information form, for example, you collect all of these documents and make sure that you submit them in one go to the HCPC. Now, what this essentially does is it avoids delays for you because HCPC is not going to contact you again for additional information regarding documents. So, this is one of the key tips that I recommend to almost everybody who books a one on one session with me. Now, the second thing this girl obviously did really, really well is write her professional experience section in the HCPC. Now, just think about it. Yes, HCPC does not know you. All it has is your documents, and it just wants to verify if you are capable enough as a clinician to treat patients in the UK. Now, the only way for them to verify this along with your documents is what you've written in your HCPC application. And so I would highly advise you to make your professional experience section really strong, really clear, so that HCPC does not need any more information from you, especially because HCPC is notorious for asking international applicants to submit their case studies once they've received their HCPC forms. Now, if you want to avoid case studies, the only way to do this is make sure that your professional experience is really strong. Now, you can do this by watching this video where I've explained how you can draft your professional experience section. But if you have any more queries, do not forget to follow me on Instagram and send me a DM where we can go over this further. Or feel free to book a one-to-one session with me using the link for my website in the description box below. Now, the third thing that this girl did really well was following up with her references, that is, with the people who she knew she had submitted as a reference for the HCPC, whether it was her university or her internship hospital. Now, what this essentially did was that she's unable to keep contacting the HCPC to gain an idea of updates, right? But she contacted her university or her sort of people who were linked as references, and they gave her a feedback saying that obviously they had submitted all of this documentation. Now, what this essentially did was give her an idea of where she was at in the HCPC process. And so obviously she could then track her application much better, because HCPC, as you know, does not allow you to track your application. Now, the fourth and the final thing that I think she did beautifully was actually liaise with the HCPC. So she got in touch with them via emails to check with them about when this application was completed or where they are in the process, and they responded back to her. I know it can be quite frustrating for people who are applying for the HCPC saying, why are they not responding to me? But trust me, they receive thousands of applications for one job or one profession alone, let alone the 14 professions that they are responsible of governing. So it will take them time to get in touch with you via emails. But if you want to contact them, please do not forget to check the description box again, because I have listed down the official email ID for the HCPC right there. And finally, coming down to the fifth point, which I think was again something that this girl did not hesitate with, was the fee payments. Now, many of y'all have contacted me in the past via comments on my YouTube videos saying, Nikita, they've asked me to pay for my scrutiny fee link immediately after the online application. Should I pay it or should I wait later? Well, if you are making your HCPC application, do you honestly think that you do not want to make that payment right now? I mean, think about it. Yes, you are in the process to apply for your HCPC, and you obviously should have saved that money of whatever you need. Don't think about, I'm going to apply for it later, or what if HCPC rejects me, or whatever else it is that's going on in your mind. If you are making an application, be confident enough to make that scrutiny fee payment on the day that you submit your HCPC application, that is your online application. And the same thing goes for the registration, because you have only up to 72 hours for making that payment so that your name can go on the register. So do not miss that golden opportunity. And please, I do understand that a lot of y'all have financial difficulties and may not be able to make that payment, but please make sure that you've collected that sort of money in advance. Now, if you are confused about how much money it essentially costs, please do not forget to check out this video where I've given you all of the real figures as of this year. So once you've saved that money up, only then go ahead with your HCPC application, because you know that now HCPC is processing it within 2 months, and you will need that money within 2 months. So I hope you found this video useful, guys. And if you did, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Take care. Bye.